Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will show you few finishes, few new starts and my whips. I also have lots of purchases I made in Ukraine and I brought it here to Athens. I'm living in Athens now, in case you're watching my video for the first time. I also make videos in Ukrainian and I'm very sorry with this misunderstanding about AI voice. I have no idea why it's on my channel like this. I also notice when I'm watching other people, I have the same issue as you do. So just in case there is a settings, you can turn the AI voice off, so you will hear my original voice. I do record videos in English and I do separate the same video in Ukrainian. I do not record videos in Russian since a few years now. And yeah, sorry about that for this misunderstanding, but I did not do it on purpose. So hopefully you will enjoy this video with the original voice. And I want to show you my new start from Mirabilia. This is number 200. And this is a portrait of the Lady M by Nora Corbett. As you can see, the key is quite large. It's, I would say, unusual, but I do enjoy stitching her. So I started from the bottom, as always I do. It's usual, not always. Sometimes I do stitch from the top, but it's very rare because I like to see her growing slowly from the bottom. And at the very beginning I was planning to stitch her on another fabric from Under the Sea. It's called Ophelia Jobelin, but I really like I think this is her colors. Yeah, this is her, sorry, the threads are a bit messy, but you can see they're very bright on this fabric. The only thing stopped me is this part, the head. On the camera you see it more bright and more obvious, but in my, like, when I look at her in person, it's more it's blending in my opinion. And I wanted to have something different, but I wanted this all look great. It was very difficult to choose fabric for her. I do not use the program now. I just don't see it's reasonable for me because I will not purchase fabric when I will see it on the screen, and then I will have to wait for that fabric. So I use my fabrics from stash, even though I know it's not the best way, but sometimes you want to stitch designs so bad and you don't want to wait for the fabric for something else. That's why I stitch from what I have, and I think this is not bad fabric for her. Again, I can't remember who is a dyer because it was no identity. I think it's some not Ukrainian. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because I don't know. But I'm almost done with the most interesting part. Well, I call it interesting because it was quite, but still it was interesting to stitch. Don't get me wrong. I'm stitching now another mermaid. And guys, I was falling asleep first time in my life because the tail is so big, and you will see in my other video, I'll show you. But this one was more interesting to see. Especially, I feel so good to use all my leftovers from Dimensions and other kits for the skirt here. Nora required 5 skeins of DMC thread. It's a lot, and believe me, you use a lot. It seems like not much, but you can see how quickly the fabric finished. Anyways, I hope it's not bad choice of fabric for her. And I don't see her stitched, to be honest. Maybe I miss it, but correct me. So you use 3 cranics here. These are the cranics. All the numbers you can see. This is very popular. And lots of beads and 2 boxes of treasures. So these are treasures, crystals, and beads. I'll show you now by number, in case you're wondering. I don't think it will be a bit heavy, because you don't see it much in her skirt, but in her necklace you will have some. Also on her head and in a little pillow you have some beads, but not much at all. So this work will be fast. And yeah, this is my new start, because I was craving to start something new when I finish another Mirabilia, and I will show you her shortly. But for now I want to show you my mill heel, which I finished stitching. Just a second. Small mill heel. You know, I stitch mill heel lately a lot, but now I kind of put on pause. I stopped, and it was very few stitches left, and I'm like, okay, I have to make a finish. It's very pretty design. It's very old design. You can see from 1997, but I was very lucky to have it reprinted, but still with the original button, ceramic. In case you don't know, that mill heel, they stopped producing their kits with a ceramic button because the company, I guess, not working anymore. They closed the company. It was interesting to stitch this design because lots of different stitches, lots of colors and beads. Bead drop was the most interesting, I would say. I like this part on the bunny ear, and I was running out of the thread, so I took it from my stash, and looks like 1-to-1. Yeah, so another mill heel in my collection. Very little beads left, but it was enough. And the threads. This is the leftover. It will go to my stash of threads. Sometimes I use it for whatever I need, design. And yeah. So next finish, I think I forgot to show you in the other video, or maybe it was not ready. Just a second. And this is the Needlework Press. I hope you can see it well, because I tried to make a picture and I was a bit in a rush and I could not show you fully how it looks like, but it's amazing. I am in love. You know, sometimes I want to stitch some primitive, like my very first one, I think it was Blackbird, but I made it into sampler. And I love these colors. I like the look. I love everything, especially when you work with hand-dyed threads. It's something different from my... I know you all probably get tired from my Mirabilia's dimensions, but I love them. What can I do? Especially Mirabilia I love. So all the threads they require, they're here, and lots of leftovers. But all the leftovers will be used on my other designs. I do have a little collection of them, and it will help me for the future to collect designs with hand-dyed threads. A lot of them. You basically use very little, but all makes sense because the colors are just amazing, and I hope the light is good so you can see it and you can see it right. It was my first experience with Needlework Press, and to be honest, I already have like 10 more in my wish list, and the most wanted one I have, an Rainer. I know it's extremely hard to get, and maybe one day if it's my design I will find it. If not, I will not cry about it, but maybe they will reprint it, who knows. And yeah, this is one of my favorite finishes this year, 2025. I'll show you a little bit closer. I hope you will be able to see the whole beauty, but I am not sure how the colors will show on a camera, because sometimes you can see it's great and then on the screen it's not that great. But beautiful, beautiful design. It's 37th count, I think, of fabric. I think it's the one they require. And just unbelievable, beautiful, unbelievable. And I have another design, which, like, it will be my collection of primitives, you know. I think this is a primitive, not a sampler. Let me know, please. This is by La Dida. Oh my god, I love them both. You know, they're looking great together. So I do stitch this kind of designs, not just once in a while, you know, but I have a lot of in my collection, and I just need sometimes thread, sometimes I need fabric, but once a year I stitch. You see, this design was stitched in 24, this design in 25. So every year I stitch something like this. And besides that, I have my big sampler going on from Hands Across the Sea. And I don't want to start anything new till I will do some finish or progress. We'll see. But this was quick start and quick finish. And thank you so much, Kitty. You have no idea how this design made me happy stitching it, and especially I stitched it like in no time. It was very, very fun. And now it's done. After a few years laying in my stash, it's finally done. It was my birthday present, and I'm now showing almost on my birthday. My birthday is on 10th of November, and it's also International Cross Stitch Day. So my congratulations to all of you, because this is our holiday, and that's why I make this video, so you can see it on our day. But today is 9th of November. Time is flying very, very fast. So another finish. And so next design is Mirabilia, but this is not regular Mirabilia, this is a small one. And this Mirabilia was designed for retreat in Australia. Now you can purchase this chart, and I believe all the money going to the cancer donation. And I stitch it also very quickly. This is very interesting Mirabilia because she has a lot of Karen, and for mill heel, for this small design, you can see the key. And this retreat was in 2024. Very few of them I see stitched, but I will choose for her another fabric. I just did not have a choice. As I said, I have to stitch something from my stash, and I still like it. It's the fabric, you will see. It's very nice. These are the beads was used in this design. And not all the Karen I have it here, because it's already in my other Mirabilia. I started Mermaid. So 6 Karen, I have 2 of them here. Oh, sorry, 4. Bermuda Reef, very popular, very, very popular. If you stitch Mirabilia, you can use it for another one. That's why when I stitch smaller designs from Nora Corbett, I use other leftovers. But for this particular one, I ordered everything from Ukraine, from Crazy Cross Stitch store, online store. Redwood, Aquamarine, and this is Karakum. Karakum also very popular color in Mirabilia designs. And only 5 DMC. So basically she's like mostly stitched in silks. And I could not press her, I could not iron her proper. I don't know why. Maybe they have different iron desk, the same iron, but it will go away if I would like to frame it, you know, you stretch it like this. It's all good. But I'll try to iron her one more time, because I already ironed her a few times, and I can't get rid of this one, but it's very unusual, to be honest. Okay, let me show her closer. I replaced this one with a with acrylic, and all her beads. I hope you can see how pretty she is. She stitched very fast and lots of pleasure, because I love working with silks. So the fabric I was using from Elena Timkiv. Originally I ordered a few piece of fabric for another Mirabilia, but I already have for that particular Mirabilia order, have another fabric. So I have another piece, it will be used for another design. But it's very difficult to show you on camera. If I'll frame her in a dark frame, and I think she'll be looking good in it. Yes, that's it. Let's go back to my next whip. And this was the Gouverneur. Yes, you hear it right. I actually stitched something else, but Mirabilia Dimensions. This design I started before the war in 2021 or 2020, I think 2021. Yeah, and I have left to stitch this part, which will be, I think, a little bit intense, but it's interesting to stitch. The Gouverneur, it's something different from another designs, and I think if I'll get tired with the colors, I'll be combining it with these letters. And you can see closer. Sorry, this preview is it's old, and because we move from here to there, you know. So I work on this part because I think before the war it was stitched like this little part. Then the greens I stitched last year or year before, and I'm moving slowly. And my plan is to finish it this year. I hope I will be able to make it. I will try to finish because I'm working on my older whips slowly. And I was talking about organizers, in case you're wondering. This is not for this design, but I use Paco, the blue organizers. The first organizer I bought from China, made in China, Chinese Paco. And to be honest, it's much cheaper and it's the same idea. I don't see the difference. Like, really, I don't. So if you wanna save some money, not necessary to buy Paco. Even Paco, I love Paco. I have like 6 or 7. I still have it, and the reason I didn't want to buy more is because I didn't want to have more designs, but my experience showed me that I want to stitch what I want, not what I have on my organizer, you know. And sometimes it's handy to have one spare one in case you want to start or continue something big, because one organizer is once I finish one of my larger designs, I use it Paco for my other large whip, and slowly I stitch it. So let's go back to Mirabilia. Yes, but you can see I stitch other designs as well. So this is the finish of the Merchant's Wife, and she is finally done. She was done before, just with beads I had to stitch, and she's big, she's large. Let me show you her closer, then from far. Not lots of beads, but you spend some time beading her. She's very different compared to other mermaids, and I used to be a mermaid before. I'll show you the picture in my other video as a proof. And it's not a joke. I used to swim professionally and swim with a flipper, mono flipper. That's why I love mermaids, not because they are fun and pretty. It's because I also was a mermaid. And there is part of me here, of course. So this fabric I got from Marina. This Ukrainian lady, she used to dye fabric. Now she doesn't do that anymore. She moved somewhere after the war started and she's busy with other stuff, I guess. But she is very talented. I can't explain to you how easy and how wonderful she was dyeing her fabrics, and it's really easy to stitch on her fabrics because this is fabric with the metal thread, and I'm stitching now another Mirabilia on a similar fabric, I mean with a metal thread, and it's very hard. This one was not that hard, it was easier. And yeah, let me show you her beads. Where are they? Oh, they're here. So I replaced this part with more interesting beads from my choice, and here I did not change anything except this part. I saw Jules change here for the darker beads. It's also interesting, but I like this popping out because it's supposed to be like this, and when you look at her far, it's not just coming to your eyes. You don't, if I would not say, you would not notice. I think so, but I like it. If I will change my mind, I will change it. Just a second. Here I think Karen, I moved Karen already to another designs, but she had few Karens, Sable for sure, and others, but I changed a lot because I stitched her from the stash, so all the Karens I had I use, and the other one I replaced. So this is, in case you're wondering, it's 10107 is for the flipper, not a flipper, flin, I forgot. The rest all was required for her hair. This is for here, in the tail, in the lower tail, more beads, lots of leftovers as always. That's why I don't keep my Nora carpets, because I always love using the beads I already have from my previous designs. So this video, I hope, won't be as long as others, because I'm planning to make another video with a finish and with a new start and maybe with some other progress. So not everything you see now here I stitched, but I stitch more. I stitch a lot at this time because I'm not going to school anymore. I used to spend all day at school and homework. I'm not that young to go to school, but I was learning French, and I'm still learning French. I spent like at least 1 hour, but yes, I'm not going to school anymore. And also we moved from Belgium, and I don't know, I just use this as my other hobby, learning French. I was trying to look for schools here because I would like continue going to school, and it's a bit far. I mean, I don't want to spend 1 hour going there, come back, but we'll see what will happen in the future. Maybe I will have a tutor, I don't know, but maybe I just will continue. The thing is, I'm not using it, I'm not talking to anyone in French, but I'm happy to learn something new and be able to understand music in French, be able to understand anything in French, you know, and I don't want to stop. I literally do it every single day. I almost never miss a day since 2022. Yeah, I have here my calendar from Ilona, and it's always on my table now. You see, she marked 10th of November because she knows it's my birthday. Hi Ilona, if you're watching this video. And thank you very much for your last year birthday present. It was very, very nice, and I'm thinking about you when I look at that. And in general, I think about you when I watch your stories and posts. So I think for this mermaid, that's it. If you have any questions, ask me, but I think if you thinking stitching her. She's so much fun, she's easy, she's interesting, you're not falling asleep. Like right now I'm stitching another mermaid, and the tail put me to sleep quite a few times, you know, quite a few times. But I'm finally done with that tail, almost done. So the interesting part I'm stitching right now. But again, look at her one more time today, because I think I will be showing you in January again for my 2025 finishes. I've done much better this year, I think, than previous year, because it's obvious. I stitch more. And she's so lovely, and she's so pretty. I'm happy I have her in my collection. My collection of mermaids is growing, and I can't stop thinking about it. And my last design for today is dimensions. So still in hoops, and I'm very sorry about that, because the fabric is so stiff, and my poor nails, when I think about it, to move the hoops, I wanna faint, because it's hard. For me, it's hard, and I like when it's like the tension is super strong. And you can see I'm moving, and literally it's like a day left for me of half stitches. They're very fast going. I'm just like enjoying my only one probably dimensions will be finished this year. Usually I have to have minimum 3. I'm talking about the gold collection, but because I was teaching other stuff, I'm okay with that. I made lots of progress on other designs from Dimensions Gold, but because they're all big, it's impossible to finish them all, and I have a lot of them going on. So next year will be more, I'm very sure. But for now, I'm happy to stitch at least few crosses a day, because previously I was not able to do that due to my depression, due to my personal life, and obviously because of the things going on in my country, it's affecting me, and I was stitching much less. You remember, if you're watching my channel, I used to stitch a lot, but also because I had time. I don't have that time anymore, and I don't prioritize my hobby to other things. And I'm happy to be able to stitch something. So whatever I stitch, I congratulate myself. I'm like, good job, good job. So I would like to work on this design more, so you can see the finish in my next video, and I will have motivation to finish it, so you will see the finish ironed, fresh, and finally you will see it all. And it's a very beautiful design, one of the easiest Dimensions Gold you can stitch, and I'm telling you this because I know for sure I stitch a lot of Dimensions Gold. It's 14th count of Ada, lots of half crosses, very little back stitch. It's the design for the beginners if you wanna start a gold collection. And I have a lot of in my stash, and I wanna stitch a lot of Dimensions Gold because I like it. I like the result. I like everything. Anyways, that's it for today, and I hope you will enjoy your day tomorrow. Spoil yourself, because we all have to have something. I spoil myself well, good enough. I prepare myself a few months before this date. I bought a lot, and I already stitched something, you know, like this Mirabilia from Australian retreat. I bought the whole kit for her in Ukraine, so already the present is ready. And yeah, I'm continuing stitching, and hopefully you enjoy your time, and I'll see you soon. Corner, you can see I have I've changed here my framed cross stitch. It used to be big Mirabilia original painting from Nora Corbett, but I put it here temporarily because I I'm afraid that it's too big and too heavy, and one day it will fall. I need more nails. And this is how it is now. I have my collection of scissors. My horses from Fruzilok, Ukrainian company. I stitched them before the war started in Ukraine in 2021. This is my pictures. I used to stitch them years ago. This one is new, I think this year. And I have more scissors. It's just part of the collection. This was the first sajou. I love them still. I think they're very special. They're obviously special to me because they were first. And lots of others. I have tons of sajou. Everything you could possibly buy, I have it. And if it's not possible, I also have it. But not all. I don't have wooden sajou, and they're my dream. But more scissors here. You can see different. And Kohana and Clem Scott. All different kinds. Obviously, boxes from sajou. I love them. I want more. But I bought 3, and there are 3 different. So I just have an idea to get more other boxes. But later, when I will fix everything, when I clean everything, with the time. And this big box full of other goodies inside, I like it so much. It's one of my favorite boxes. I can't explain to you how happy I am to be able to have it. And it's perfectly done, perfectly done. It was a dream kit, and I can't believe I've stitched it and I have it, and I'm the happiest person when I look at this box. And yeah, this is my cross-stitch room. It was my dream. I don't have just a cross-stitch room. I have a room with a balcony. So this is the balcony. This is the room. Sorry, it's not clean. But I do have naps sometimes there, like an old lady. These boxes are full of stuff. I have their beads, I have DMC threads, I have mandalas in there. This one is full of other stuff. It's not usually on the floor. It's just here because I was doing something. This bag full of Karen. Here purchases I have to show you later. And here I keep all my whips. You can see it's not lots of them, and especially there is a tablecloth. It's really big one. And this one. And that's it. That's it. This is all my work for the future. Yeah, let's go back. So this is my inspiration. And I think this is almost all the needle minders I have, because I sold my collection of Kim needle minders. I have very few left. Flowers. All the dragons are gone. That's it.